So, how to force any guy to fall in love with you? Let's see what he has to say. I've been getting recommended to react to his video, so let's see.
His choice. I want you guys to first understand the idea of engaging emotions. An example of that would be this couple was paddling on a lake. They were going like kayaking together in still water, nothing crazy. And you can kind of tell like they're kind of outdoorsy people. And so, you know, the girlfriend is sitting in the front in the kayak. She's taking a video, and the boyfriend's in the back of the kayak. He's just kind of chilling. And they're floating across this lake, floating across, floating across, floating across. And she says to him, "Oh, my big strong man, look at those muscles. Can you paddle us? Can you paddle us faster? Look at your big strong muscles," because they're just kind of sitting there, right? And she's trying to get him to paddle the boat. But rather than saying, "Oh, can you please paddle? Why do you never paddle? Oh my gosh, I got to do everything around here. Oh my gosh, why? Like we're not moving anywhere." Instead of complaining, she said to him, "Look at this is on the video. Look at my big strong man. Look at those muscles busting out of you. You gonna paddle us to our destination, baby? You better paddle us. You gotta paddle us to our destination. Look how big and strong you're." And that's literally how she's talking to him. And lo and behold, what happens? He's like this. He's like this when the video starts. He's sitting like this. He's leaning back. He's tired, and then she starts engaging his emotions properly to elicit a response, and he starts smiling. He goes, uh, uh, and then what do you know? He starts paddling, and he starts viciously paddling them to their destination. Okay. And the reason I give that example is because I want you to understand when you tap into your skill set, your superpower of being able to be emotionally intelligent, being able to understand how emotions will control, motivate, and inspire people to take action in particular ways. You become so powerful that you're able to get whatever you want out of people, and they're happy about it. That's the craziest part, is that for some of you, I know for some of you, when you come on the show, you think, "Oh, but this is manipulative. Oh, but this isn't right. Oh, but that's not genuine," or, "Oh, that's wrong. That's not true love." But the reality of it is, when this is done right, everyone is happy. That's the craziest part. You're happy because you get what you want from that guy, and he's happy because he feels like everything he does was genuine to him. And you don't have to let him in on the magic trick. You really don't. You can just sit there and relax and
What is he talking about? I genuinely do not know what he's talking about right now.
chill, having an understanding that you got the response you wanted and you got it the way you wanted, but he's happy about it regardless. But the approach is what got her result, because
But what is she? Okay, so he's saying that saying you got big muscles. I genuinely don't understand what he's saying right now. Sorry, Tomasin.
she could have
Like,
complained, and then maybe he would have argued, or maybe he would have made excuses about why he's tired, or why he can't paddle this time, or why she should do it instead. But her approach got her result, her desired result, quickly. We're gonna go through
okay, I disagree with that part, but whatever.
some
Let's
of the
keep listening.
major emotions that are the most important for you to engage in the process of this dating
Because
stage. Why are they
I
the most
don't understand that story. What is he saying? That telling people that is that how you engage? Maybe he's saying engaging the ego. You're so strong and muscular. I personally, I don't know.
important to engage? Because when he feels those things intensely, those are going to trigger the
What
response
things? What things? What do you? What things are you referring to?
of, "Oh, I want her," or, "Oh, I desire her," right? Those are the natural things. And you'll see when we go through all of these emotions, when you start thinking back to yourself, I also want you to be thinking about your own relationships, specifically the relationships that you've had with men, the ones that you've liked the most. And
Hmm.
when I describe these emotions, I want you to be thinking
Okay,
about
get to
those
the point, my
relationships
buddy.
with
I'm
those
sorry.
guys,
This is the longest
the
start ever.
space
Holy crap!
to even feel anxiety when he's not around you.
Anxiety.
If you
Okay.
are constantly texting your man 24/7 all the time, you're not even giving him the space
Too
to
anxious.
feel anxiety when
Exactly.
you're not
Okay. All right. Tom. Look, Tom. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That introduction lost me. I don't know what it is, bro. It just I couldn't keep up. I could not keep up.
around. What is there for him to be anxious about? If you're texting him 24/7 And then the only time you're not texting him is when you're with him or you're seeing him or you're spending time with him. I'm not saying, oh, you're married for 30 years, never text your man and never tell him, never update him on your life or anything like that. I want you to get rid of the mindset that texting is a form of getting to know someone or building a relationship with someone for a couple of reasons. One, it's a horrible way to build a relationship because
No, I mean, okay, I get what he's saying, but genuinely, you could have people who text. I'm just gonna be honest with you. If you're saying that you can't do that over text, it's because not in the bad way, but it's just that you never had it. Some people genuinely connect, like especially younger people, they connect more online. They'll text you and they'll feel the fucking emotions they feel. Maybe not the same in person, but you can still build an emotional connection. How the hell do you think women build emotional connections with prisoners who are writing to them? It, it could work, especially with women. You could write something, let her read it. It works.
you're not going to be building any type of relationship when you're texting a guy 24/7.
All right,
But
next one. The next point.
let's get to euphoria. You're not just trying to make him feel good all the time, 24/7. Because just like I said to you, right? You have to have a contrast of emotions that take him up and down,
Mm-hmm.
that he can feel all of those different emotions intensely. What I'm specifically talking about is you want him to relate being with you in real life, three-dimensional, like he can touch your skin, he can feel you, he can see you. You're not a projection, you're not on the screen, you're not on the phone, you're in front of him in three-dimensional space. You want him to relate that with euphoria. I just finished telling you.
Now, how do you create that euphoria? In my opinion, first of all, it's like your drug of choice. I was listening to this guy talk about alcoholism, and he said that the people who you could tell that are going to be future alcoholics at a party is notice who are the ones that are still awake when everyone is trying to go to sleep. Which ones are the ones with the most energy at 2 a.m.? Those are the ones that are going to become future alcoholic. Why? Because alcohol, to people who have an addictive tendency, they feel euphoria from it. People who don't have like a genetic predisposition for alcoholic abuse, they might get tired, they might get sleepy. It's not a pleasant experience. So it's literally like that. Some people, if some people, um, if you could do nothing, just freaking exist, have atoms that are tingling, and they'll like you. But there are people who you could do a double monkey backflip and they'll never like you. Why? Because the chemistry you feel is really more of a euphoria per se, right? Like, but this only happens with certain people. This feeling of euphoria with someone only happens with certain people. It doesn't happen with everyone.
You. I didn't say you want him to feel euphoria 24/7, which means I don't want you to be around him 24/7. That loses its potency when you're around him.
Well, in the beginning, this is important, right? In the beginning, you want to be around them. To be perfectly honest with you, you do want to be around them. Tomasin, right? I don't know how you say your name, Tomasin, right? Tomasin, right? Okay, I want to be polite. Um, I think that you have to spend time with them, right? And then break the pattern. Once you create consistency, once they start to expect you, then you become the unexpected. Then you start to be unpredictable.
24/7. I also don't want you to be trying to give him euphoria when you're not around. That he can begin associating you with the feeling of
All
euphoria.
right, let's skip to
Why?
here now.
Feeling from. Let's
'Cause
get
this is
to
like a 25-minute video, so I just want to see which ones are the good points.
jealousy. I know that other people will tell you that
Who's over there? Who are you looking at? Sure, you're not in a strip club. You sure, Tomasing? You're not in a strip club? All right, okay.
jealousy is a bad thing and that in a healthy
I swear to God, I
relationship,
could easily
you
see
don't
if
make your partner
I could easily see a pole running down through here. I could easily like a shiny one too.
jealous. I won't even come out and say that those people are wrong because you know what? I don't know everything. I could be wrong about everything. Maybe I'm just full of garbage. In my opinion, a healthy amount of jealousy is always good. And it's always good to have a reminder, a kick in the pants that other people want your partner. Other people desire your partner.
It's very easy to forget that. That really does happen, where people forget that somebody else, that the person that you're with is really good looking. And honestly, this happens to guys more than it happens to women. We tend to forget how attractive some of our partners are, you know?
Your part
And the only way for some people to see it is to see competition. Now look, unfortunately, if this is what you have to do to remind them of your worth, then the issue is not you. The issue is them, their attachment style. Now it becomes your issue when you accept that. It becomes your issue when you tolerate that type of behavior.
partner is a hot commodity. If you don't play your cards right, if you don't be as respectful as possible, if you start neglecting your relationship, if you start disrespecting your partner, there will be someone lurking in the shadows
Okay, bro, you got to speed up. Speed up. I mean, wait, we're
on
gonna
the
give with
hot
time. We're gonna give Tomasin some crack because this he is way too slow for this thing right now. Speed the shit up. There you go.
hottest commodity around. And that anxiety, that every time you look over your shoulder,
Speed up.
there's a hungry wolf just waiting to get his claws on the meat that you got access to. Not that you're meat, but you understand the analogy, right? And it just makes you sweat. Every day you'll wake up with just a little bead of sweat coming from your forehead, knowing that I gotta make sure I'm on top of things because there's a bunch of hungry wolves right behind me and they'll take it away from me if I blink too many times. And that's the feeling you get from jealousy. It's not really about necessarily I feel like my partner likes this person, or I feel like other men are capable of taking away my woman. She doesn't like me, she's uninterested in me. That's not the jealousy I'm referring to. The jealousy I'm referring to is that feeling you get when you sit there and you're like, why the hell is my partner enjoying any sort of time with another human being, specifically
Yeah, that sounds a little toxic, but let's keep listening.
as a man, in this case with another man? Why are you smiling? Why are you laughing? Why are you looking like you enjoy this conversation? Don't look like you should look like
Why are you blinking? All right, let's see this other point.
you. Now I want to discuss a very interesting concept, which is inspiration. There's two versions of inspiration. First version, which is the inspiration that he sees things in you that he feels inspired by, that he also would love to embody, whether it be your generosity,
So it's
the way
like
you carry
it's
yourself,
like being a muse or being an artistic inspiration. Um, I mean, look, it's a nice video. Um, kind of didn't agree with everything. Some points I agreed, some points I didn't. Um, that's my take on it. I don't know what to say, to be honest with you. I see him everywhere, you know. I see him everywhere, and it's nice to listen to him the first time. And I bet the video is, you know, I bet I wish I wish I don't sound too harsh. You know what I mean? Because he's a new YouTuber, and I wish him the best. But I don't know. I think the beginning was a little slow, in my opinion. So hopefully this is just one of his videos. And yeah, man. Anyways, dude, good luck. Keep doing work. I see you making videos every single day. My subscribers are telling me to start doing live streams every day. I'm like, listen, Father Alex is not doing that. Okay. Take care.